Hi, my name is Hugo. I'm the business manager of student team TU Ecomotive from the Technical University of Eindhoven. So behind me we have ZEM, which stands for Zero Emission Mobility, and the whole idea behind this car was to create a car that during its lifetime at the end has zero emissions. So whilst making sure that this car has zero emissions, we thought about three life phases. So the production phase, the drive phase and the end of life phase. And during production and end of life you can reduce emissions drastically, but of course at a certain point you have to offset the emissions you inevitably will have. And we did this by implementing solar panels on the car as well as bidirectional charging, and our most important feature is our CO2 filter, which actually captures CO2 out of the air whilst you're driving. So the CO2 filter works as follows. So air goes here in front, and then whilst you're driving, the air flows through a filter and captures the CO2 out of the air, and from the back you actually have clean air. And in that way we can offset the emissions from our production phase. So right now this filter only captures 2 kilograms of CO2 a year, which is not quite a lot. But we are actually working on a startup where we want to develop this and take the product to the market and make sure that we actually have a viable product that makes as much impact as possible. So the whole idea with this car is not to have maximum performance. It's really a proof of concept, and to show that it actually works we want to make sure that it drives. But it drives around 70 kilometers an hour, has a range of 180 kilometers, and the solar panels charge approximately 2 kilometers a day. So actually 80% of this car has been 3D printed. As you can see here on the cockpit, but also the structural part has been 3D printed. And we did that together with a partner, and we made sure that actually the entire structure of the car is 3D printed. So as a team we also look at the materials that we use, and one of the examples is, for example, our chairs, which actually consists out of a bio-based foam together with pineapple leather, and that way we can create a sustainable chair. We did this in 1 year, and the goal as a team is to create sustainable concept cars and inspire and dare the industry. So this was the project from last year, but right now at this very moment a new team is working on the new concept to make sure that we make as much possible impact and inspire the industry in creating sustainable mobility. So of course we want to show this concept, and last year we went to the USA to show the world what we were doing, and this actually got a lot of media attention. So we had contact with CNN, Reuters, the New York Times, Times Magazine and many more, with a total outreach estimated at 300 million people. So right now the sun is back. I wish Solar Butterfly all the best. We both have our solar panels, but Solar Butterfly still has to go on a little bit longer. So all the best to them, and I hope they find an amazing project.